Hey guys, today you're in for a special treat. I recently went live on social media while cooking my grandmother's famous curry crab recipe, and people went crazy asking me to do a video showing you step-by-step instructions on how to make this dish. Well, today is your lucky day. Growing up in Guyana, my grandmother used to make this dish for me all the time. As a kid, I couldn't get enough of this stuff. I promise you, this dish is guaranteed to get your man or woman to fall in love. Let's get started cooking. The secret to making delicious, authentic West Indian curry is to add the following ingredients. 1 bunch of scallions, 3 leaves of shadow benny, 6 sprigs of thyme, 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, 1 large onion, 6 cloves of garlic, 3 teaspoons of masala, 1 tablespoon of Cuban seeds, 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 can of coconut milk, and 6 heaping tablespoons of yellow curry. Alright, our first job is to cut up these seasonings. The secret behind cooking great curry lobsters is the speed on how long you cook them. The key is to chop and prepare your ingredients before you start cooking. I love cooking. And over the years, I was blessed to travel the world, because I was working in the entertainment business. And in my travels, I would collect all these exotic recipes from different restaurants I would go visit. Every time I went to a new country, I would pick up a new exotic dish. And, I would come back home and then cook them for my family and friends. The only thing is I will always add my own delicious twist to each dish. I've even improved my grandmother curry crab recipe that you're about to get for free. She probably get mad if she knew I'm saying that, but it's true. Okay, now that everything is prepared, let's start to season the lobsters and crab. But before we start to season the crabs and the lobsters, we have to squeeze lemon juice all over them with water and let it soak a little bit. This helps take away that rankness that you may smell. Alright, so when it comes to cooking seafood, we love to get them live. When they're live, they taste so much better. Trust me, frozen is not the way to go. A lot of people cook them frozen, but not me. We get them live because they taste so much better. Alright, say hi.
Help me.
I'm going to show you how to go about killing them so you can get them prepared, seasoned, and ready to go. What I do is get hot water, boil it, pour it on them, kill them, so we could start the cleaning. Alright, so this is the hot water. Now I'm about to throw the crabs and lobsters in there to kill them. Alright, first one in. And here's the next one. I'm just going to put them all in this hot water one by one. Then I'll be back to show you how to season them. Wow, you heard him scream? Let me show you guys how to clean the crabs. This is first. Alright, so get a knife, get to the back of the crabs, take your knife, put it in the back here. Like that. Then you just take this top off, discard it. This is how it looks, so. And you're gonna get your knife, take this tail off, first one. Then you're gonna, hold the crab like this, break it in half. See? You're gonna clean all this out. It helps when you have a faucet like mine that can spray this all out. But if you don't, you could always take your hands and clean it out. Alright, so with the lobster, you're going to grab the head, pause, and twist. You have to twist in a way where you and then pull. As you can see, that's from the intestines of the lobster. The way I twist and I pull it all out of it. So it's my little way of making the job easier. What you do is rip all the legs off. Just twist and pull. Twist and pull. Twist and pull. And this part, discard it. Now we're going to take the meat out of the shell. I like to grab a scissors. You're going to cut it all the way down to the tail. All you want to do is have the lobster just come out of the shell a little. So you'll cut all the way to around here and then stop. Some people use a spoon for this, but I like to use my hands. But be careful because it's sharp and it may cut you. So what you have to do now is kind of expose the meat. So you're going to pull the shell back a little bit. Do one side at a time. Try not to break the shell. You see how I'm prying it? Not all the way. You don't want to break it. You just want to separate it a little bit to expose the meat. Pause. So don't be like me, I just broke it. You see, you're separating it. The deal is to get the meat to come outside. Put your finger under there to clear it. You're gonna pry it out. Come out and expose it like this. And voila. All right, so I squeeze a lemon in there, soaking for about a good 10 minutes. Now it's time to season these crabs. So I'm about to pour this water out of them. Two things I forgot to mention in regards to seasoning the crabs. One, we have to use bouillons. This is for seafood because you know they have beef, chicken. This one is seafood, shrimp actually. So you're gonna take two of them, bang them up like that so it could turn because it's a cube. So we wanna, mash it up. Then I'm gonna put in this little bowl here. Bang the other one up. All right, crush that seasoning cubes up. All right, so we're gonna grab one of the first crabs. One thing that's important in regards to seasoning the crabs, like as you can see, these are shells, so it's hard to get the seasoning within the shells. So the secret around that is, I'm gonna show you right now. Put a hole in them. So all the legs, you just put little holes in them so that some of that curry could seep in there. Now it's time to season the lobsters. With the claws, what you're gonna do is grab your knife, bam. See how I cracked that sucker? Now it's time to season the lobster. So you grab the lobster, open it up, grab some of your seasoning, grab a little more, get it nice, and hopefully you guys know how to average seasoning. You don't want to put too much, make it too salted. All right, so you take some curry, sprinkle a little bit in there, rub it in, make sure you get it all in there, all in the bottom. You're gonna take some of the scallions. I'm gonna put some underneath the shell as well. All right, you see how that looks? So now we're gonna move on to the next one. So now I'm gonna show you how to season the crabs. You grab your crab, do the same thing. A little seasoning salt up in there, rub it up in there real nice, trying to get as much in there. Grab a little curry powder, sprinkle some in there. Do the same thing, rub it in there. Grab some scallions, stuff it in there. Once the lobster and crabs are fully seasoned, I recommend you let it marinate overnight to get an even better flavor. All right, now we have everything seasoned. The crabs are seasoned, the lobsters are seasoned. It's looking real good. So now it's time to get over to the pot. Right now I have the pot on low heat. About to put some oil in there. So now we're going to throw the garlic in the pot. Keep it nice and low because the garlic, they burn fast. You don't want it to burn. Just let the garlic get nice and toasty. Next, you're going to put the scallions and onions and thyme and everything else in the pot. Put it all in the pot and stir that around. Let that cook a little bit. Then you're going to throw in 2 tablespoons of sugar, brown sugar. Next, you have to put your curry in there. So once you put your curry in there, put it all in there. So you want the curry to get nice and toasted. Leave it there for about 3 minutes. The reason why we toast the curry is because sometimes when you're making curry, if you don't know what you're doing, it could have a grainy taste to it. So the secret is to toast the curry first. Everybody do it differently, but this is the best way to do it. All right, so now that the curry is nice and toasted, what we're gonna do next is pour the crabs and lobster legs in there. We don't put the lobsters in yet because they're exposed and it takes about 6 minutes to cook lobsters. We're gonna put the crabs and the legs in there first. All right, now that we have the crabs in the pot, the next thing that we're gonna put in the pot is our secret ingredient, masala. We're gonna sprinkle that all over. Now the other ingredients that you're going to put in there is the cumin seeds. So we're just going to sprinkle a few of that in there. Now we're going to put in some coconut milk. Because we want to have a lot of the curry sauce in the pot, we're going to put an additional cup of water and put it in this and shake it around so we can have some of that milk still in there. And we're going to pour this in the pot as well. All right, so now we're going to stir that. The pot is getting hot, so let me put my gloves on. The pot is hot, the pot is hot, hot, hot. The pot is hot, the pot is hot, hot, hot. All right, so now we're going to put a little more seasoning in there. We're going to put some of that cube seasoning. This is the 1 cube that I opened up, that there's still some left, so I'm going to sprinkle that in there. Next, we're going to put some honey. This is one of the ingredients that helps to bring out some amazing flavors. This combined with the coconut milk gives it such a delicious flavor. Can't wait for you guys to try it. Now it's time to put the lobsters. Before we cover the pot, it's time to add one of my favorite ingredients, shadow benny, finely chopped stalks and all. Shadow benny not only gives the curry a unique flavor, but it also has some deodorizing effects. It's good for bad breath if you chew on the fresh leaves after every meal. It also helps to lower body sugar levels, as well as reducing diabetic risk. I figured I'd drop some knowledge in you while we cook. I have the perfect joke for the occasion. Why does a crab never share? I'll give you a second to think about it. The answer is because they're shellfish. Haters gonna say that joke wasn't funny. All right, we're gonna let these crabs and lobsters cook for 8 minutes and come back and check on them. All right, it's been about 8 minutes. Everything should be ready right now. Let's turn the stove off. Time to taste. Look at these babies right here. My mouth is celebrating right now. Gotta taste some more of this. Man, this is good. Trust me, y'all gonna love this. Damn. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me while I created this amazing dish. If you guys want to see me create more videos like this, feel free to send me a message in my DMs, and I'll be more than happy to create them. All right, anyway, for now, excuse me while I stuff my face. Hell yeah.